Welcome everyone to another ukulele lesson with me, Stu Fuchs, and Ukulele Zen. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we have a fun song and a really great song for any sing-along. If you learn to play Piano Man, especially if you memorize it, you will be amazed at how much you will start a spontaneous sing-along. This beloved song is also a chance for us to learn some strums in 6/8 time. I'm going to be sharing with you some tips and tricks for strumming in 6/8, just like a few weeks ago when we studied 3/4 time. This week we'll be getting into some 6/8. I'm going to share with you a couple of strumming nuances, some finger style, and I'll even try something I've never done. Actually, I've never done in public ever. So I can't wait for this lesson to begin. Please say hello in the chat. Let's get right into it. So glad to see some friends from all over the world joining me. Thank you, Gordon from Edmonton. Thanks for joining. Grant from San Francisco. Glad you're here. Peter in Tampa. Jefferson in Tampa Bay as well. Got Randy in Western Pennsylvania. Michael from California. So glad you're here. Please say hello in the chat. Today, we're going to have a brief presentation. Then we're going to get right into the strumming and the singing. I've created a slideshow for you just with some interesting information about this classic song. And if you'd like to get this song sheet, there are links in the description below. Keep in mind, there are links in the description for a free ebook of meeting your music goals. One of my music goals was to try to play harmonica and strum at the same time, and I'm gonna be unveiling that for the first time today. So be kind, please. I know you will be. Get this as a free download, and keep in mind that it's almost February 1st, and that means, you know, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. There will be another free offering that I'm going to be offering in just a few days. So please sign my mailing list down below. I'll be announcing it here on YouTube, also to the Patreon community. Just a totally free songbook, and then we'll have a Valentine's Day jam. It'll be 2 weeks from today. Okay, and there will be a special love song lesson next Sunday as well. So thanks for joining me. We're going to get into things right now. So glad that you're here. Let's just go into a little bit brief history. It's interesting about Piano Man. You know, this song, of course, was a breakthrough for Billy Joel. It was released on his album Piano Man. Let me know if you know and love this album. There's so many great songs on it. It was his second album, released as a single in '73, and it's actually all the characters in the song, big fans of Billy Joel will know all the characters in the song are based on real people. He was playing at the defunct Wilshire executive room under the name Bill Martin, and he had to do that for legal purposes because he was trying to get out of a recording contract. You know, his first album, Cold Spring Harbor, there was a technical error in the mastering, and so it sounds really wrong. Everything is high speed and it's warbly. So he was trying to get out of a recording contract, and so he was kind of hiding out in LA and playing in this piano bar, and that's where he saw characters like the real estate novelist named Paul. The waitress was his first wife, Elizabeth Weber, who he moved to LA with. And, you know, it was taking, a big risk, just leaving everything he knew in New York and crossing his fingers that the lawyers at Columbia Records could work out an agreement, and they did. And it seems that things worked out really well for Billy Joel. This is, of course, a well-known, well-loved song. And let's get into it. What I'd like to do with today's lesson is just to begin with playing through it. I'm going to briefly explain a few things. Then we're going to play it, and we'll dive a little deeper into this piano riff. That's this. a refrain that you hear often during the song, and it can really add a lot more depth to the ukulele playing. So, friends, I hope you are ready, buckled up, and strapped in and ready to go. So let's begin. You'll see that this is a waltzing 6/8 time. For now, just strum the same way you would for 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Any strum in 3. We'll talk a little more about the nuances of 6/8 time and some of the things that I'm going to be putting in. And thank you very much for the belated birthday wishes. One of my goals for 2022 was to do something new. So just like I'm encouraging you to to set goals and work towards getting them under your fingers and into your music, I'm doing this right along with you. Okay, so get this. It is free and it's at the link down below. Let's start by strumming the intro. I'll just run through it once here. And we're going to do it again, this time I'm going to attempt the harmonica. You ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 1. Whoops. Excuse me. Never too old to learn something new. And a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Have some fun and sing through it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Well, it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. Says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet and I knew it complete, and I wore a younger man's clothes. Interlude. Da-da-da, diddy-da, da-da, diddy-da. Song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Instrumental. One, two, three, next page, here we go. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or a light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Interlude. La da da, diddy da, da da, diddy da, da da. time for a wife. And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy, and he probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Instrumental. A song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. We'll learn the strums in a moment. C, G, A minor, C, F, C, G, C. One more to go. Join in. Well, it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? La-da-da-di-di-da, la-da-di-di-da. Last one. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Last time. Well, friends, that was just a quick run through. Quick in the sense I wasn't stopping to teach anything. We're just jumping in and jamming. There's a lot of nuances to the strum now that we're going to go through and learn, so please stick around. Let's say hello to a few folks in the chat. Then I'm going to be zooming in real close to my hand with the song sheet, so you'll be able to follow along and learn the strums. Thank you. I hope I didn't hurt your ears too much with my world premiere of my harmonica playing. I did not come up playing harmonica, so this is my very first public performance of harmonica. I can do lots of things, but harmonica ain't one of them. So thanks for your kindness. Keep in mind, you can do it if you set yourself to just chipping away at your goals a little bit each day. There's a free PDF booklet to help you do this in the description down below. And next month is going to be another free offering. Very soon, a whole book of love songs, and that will be totally free. I'll also be very soon announcing to the Patreon community a little bit of a reorganization of the schedule of things. There'll, of course, still be videos every week here from Ukulele Zen, but there will only be one public live stream a month. I will be announcing this. It won't start anytime immediately. Trust me. I love hanging out with you, and I'm so glad you're here. Many thanks to everybody being here. If you're digging this so far and you're enjoying it, please giving a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button so you can keep in the loop of everything that I'm offering here at Ukulele Zen. What key harmonica? This is a key of C harmonica. Oh, and if you wanted to see me, lose some hair today, this is the week, because these things hurt. Yeah, I was given this years ago. It's a C harmonica, just your standard Hohner 10-hole harmonica. And I'm slowly but surely learning it a little more each day. All right, friends, thank you so much. Appreciate you hanging. And big thanks to everybody who's supporting this channel on Patreon. There are perks waiting for you there. Keep in mind, if you join right before the start of the month, Patreon charges you at the top of the month. So you may want to wait a few days to join. Appreciate your support of this channel. Let's learn a little something about strumming this tune. And of course, we'll take some questions. The chat is flying by, so I'll do my best to keep up. Thanks, Vincent. Appreciate your kindness, your generosity. Barry, cheers, man. Thanks so much. You can always, it's never too late to learn something new, you know? So when we're playing this song, couple of simple options, and then I'm going to share with you a finger style. You know, these live streams are always available for you to watch again, so no sweat about grabbing it the first time through. Rewind this video, watch it again, and you can pick up on what I'm sharing. Yeah, Ithaca in the house. That's my clear beer, very watery beer here. So we can strum 6/8 just like 3/4 for starters. Try this out with me. Let me lead you through a little exercise here. Stay on just one chord for now. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Keep it going with the thumb plucking the same string. And I know this seems basic for those of you who are experienced, but hang with me, please. Sink in. Make sure you can keep this in a relaxed and steady rhythm. Now, when you're ready, you can start to sway a little side to side, just like you're swinging a beer glass. And now on every strong beat, we're going to alternate the thumb between two strings. You can do this on a low G. I happen to have my high G in my lap today. Thank you for your support, Joe. Appreciate you being here. And just lull yourself into a rocking rhythm. It's very soothing. And now let's look at the intro chords. You see them right up there. We're going to add another rhythm in a moment, but let's go through all these chords all the way through. Here we go. Begin. Da 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 da. C 4 5 6 F 2 3, and then we begin in the song. Now I know your questions are gonna come about, well, which finger do I use where? Honestly, folks, you don't have to be so precise about it. You could keep the finger on one string. You can go back and forth. You may like to have certain notes in the bottom. But what's more important is just to keep the rhythm flowing. And let me share with you another rhythm, and then I can't wait to share with you this piano riff, because this is really going to tie it together. You see those asterisks right there, and I added them as options. You know, you can see here every time there's an instrumental break, you can add this riff, and it really turns it into so much more the piano-like texture that Billy Joel plays. Okay, zoom in with me now, and now let's do the same idea, same string with the thumb or alternate, but let's add a little extra rhythm to it, okay? every one of these bars up here is counting to 6. Okay, so each chord is receiving 3 counts. Let me say that again so it's really clear. Every one of these chords is receiving 3 counts. Each bar is 6. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we'll do it all together right now. As we play, begin to add some other rhythms to beat 3. Check it out. I'll just demo and then we'll copy. Watch. Okay, so you can add these extra rhythms of down, up, up, extra 8th note rhythms. In 6/8 time, they would be 16th note rhythms, but it's essentially creating a groove that is anchored by the thumb. Okay, so don't think about this too much. Just flow. Okay, we'll go around it all the way from the beginning, start to add some other rhythms, and then I'm going to share with you this lick. Thanks for joining, everybody. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? If you're looking for a specific rhythm to play, you could write out one that you enjoy and then hold yourself to that. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be complex. In fact, it's often better to do something very simple. Simple would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Just always coming back to that. I'm calling it 1, 2, 3, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you keep coming back to that, adding extra rhythms when you feel it. And I know that might sound vague, but trust me, it's just better to feel it at first rather than get into too much analysis paralysis. You dig? So if you are looking for a specific groove, I'll share one right now. Okay, you may like to rewind and write this down later. Goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and. Do it slower. I'll do it on one chord. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and. Hello, did I just say I was going to do it on one chord? I think I did. Let's try it on just one chord. 1, 2, 3, 1 last time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and. Okay, you could see that there are 2 bars of 6/8 time. The first one I added the extra strum on beat 2, and then I added the extra strum on beat 2 and 3. Now, let's get into the really cool stuff, and then we're going to jam the whole song. 2 cool things I want to share with you. Please come in close with me, and let's learn this. It's based around the C major chord. What you're going to do is you strum a C, and then you pick the strings. I like to use my individual fingers, but you could drag your thumb through. Any combination of picking that works for you, please do it. Do what works for you. All right, so you play the first chord, C, then drag through. Now you're going to add the first finger here to make that C suspended chord. Pick through. Go back to C, but you're going to add this finger here at the 3rd fret. So it's open, 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 3, 3. Strum that. Now you're going to go back to that first finger here, strum these 3 strings, open, then 2nd fret, 3rd string. I'm breaking it down, super slow pitch delivery here so you can get it. Let's do it slowly but still with rhythm. Check it out. You may like to watch me do it the first time and then join in the 2nd time. Are you ready? Thanks for hanging. 1, 2, 3, here I go. Do this again. Strategy for learning this would be to take the fancy picking out. Watch, just strum C, add the 1st finger, add the 2nd finger, take that finger off, and then pick those 2 individual notes. A lot easier just to get solid on what the fretting hand is doing, right? And then we can add the fancy pants picking. Are you ready? 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Give yourself a pat on the back for hanging out and doing something that's not easy to do. Music is often, it's promised, especially in the ukulele world, of you'll be able to do it with no effort. Sorry, it takes a little bit of effort, but it's worth it, right? So you push through. Now what you do is, if you were going to practice this at home, is set a target of doing it 3 times in a row or even 5 times in a row, each one accurately. But the kicker is, don't just do it 3 or 5 times in a row without stopping. Do it once, let go, do it again, let go. That letting go is very important to make sure that you rest your body and you give your body and brain a chance to integrate what you're doing. You dig? So let's model this way of practicing. Then we're just going to jam. Of course, we're here to jam and have a good time. That's why I'm here. But to learn effectively, let's make it a relaxing experience. So come on close with me, please. We're going to do it slow pitch a few times, then we're going to do it a little faster. Any picking, any kind of strum works for you. I like to go just whap at the strings with a couple of fingers and then pick. You may like to use the thumb. Whatever you like, do your thing. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you, Ravish. Let's go around again. Breathe deeply. So now, a little faster. You rest your hand, you check in, make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Take a sip of tea or your water or whatever you got. Let's do it a little faster now, okay? Remember, when you go faster, we have to go even lighter with our approach, okay? So try less, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Don't forget to breathe and smile. This is not only good for Billy Joel's Piano Man, but this is something you can add to to any song. You know, this is a common thing you hear in music. The suspension, moving up to the fifth of the chord, down to the suspension, and blah, blah, blah. So, how you feeling out there? Are you enjoying this so far? I appreciate you showing up. If you're digging it, please give this video a thumbs up. It's not for my ego or anything, but it does help YouTube to share my content with others. I truly appreciate it. So please give this video a thumbs up if you're getting some value out of this. I'm going to be offering a couple more live streams like this next month, especially one for Valentine's Day. It'll be the 13th, the Sunday before Valentine's Day. We're going to play some fun love songs. So subscribe to this channel so you can keep in the loop of everything that I offer here. I appreciate you hanging, really do. And thank you again for your kind birthday wishes last month. Aren't you ready to jam the tune? Let's see about playing this with all these elements. Okay, so what are the elements? Just to recap, we have some different strums. Recap for those of you who may be taking notes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause, write that down. Then 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Third one. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and if you want an extra South American strum, I put a link in the description below to an older video I made that teaches you a cool chunky strum. And you'll hear me using that, especially in the instrumental section, to build some intensity. All right, I think the best way to learn often, of course, is just to do it. So let's do it. Try to latch onto the groove. Let's have fun. And you can watch this again and pick up the other tricks that I'm playing, including this last one. Promise, last one I love to share, and it is a little finger style. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. Regular crowd shuffles in. Well, very tricky to sing this over this, but what you would do is thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle. One of the many patterns I share in the fingerstyle course that's available at my website. Trey Romano's in the house. I forgot to mention, this is for you, dear friend. You requested this, Trey, Piano Man. Okay, so you can work with all this stuff. That's why I try to pack these videos with not too much, but with a good amount of things for you to digest and integrate into your playing. Watch as I play, and I will do my best to demonstrate these and play a little harmonica for you at the same time. Thank you so much, everybody. Check the links down below, and we will see each other soon here at Ukulele Zen, where we're all about taking calculated risks and learning in a relaxed, mindful way. Let's play. Get ready to start with the intro. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La da da di di da, la la di di da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Da 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 da. Stay with the riff a little longer, please. One more. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. Now he's quick with a joke or a light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me, as a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. La 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 di di da, la la di di da. Novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. Here we go. La 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 la. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessman slowly gets stoned. As sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Here comes the intense part. Song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. La 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 la. Here's that riff. Let's bring it down a little bit. Well, it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause they know that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? La 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 di di da, la la di di da. Oh, sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Sing it with me. La 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 la. All right, everyone. Thanks so much. It appears the spirits of harmonica players past want me to practice a little more because this thing just would not cooperate. But I gave it the old college try, as they say. Thank you so much for joining. Let's say hello in the chat and answer any questions. As you can tell, there's a lot of different things you can add to this song. If you were interested in making that instrumental section, the part with the piano solo, more expressive, you can add the funky chunk triplet strum, and there's a link to a tutorial. It's it's just a tutorial that will teach you that. So hope you'll check that out. Keep in mind that there are links down below to join the community at Patreon and to receive some free song sheets, as well as a free downloadable PDF guide to help you reach your music goals this year. That's why I'm here, to help you reach your music goals. So I appreciate you being here. We always like to end with a little mindfulness meditation. I wanted to share with you that if I was playing this on guitar, I would probably do... Hear that bass line in the... something like that. So there is a wonderful bass line in the left hand of Billy Joel's piano playing, also his bass player's hands. Those of you who play guitar, you can add that into the arrangement as well. All right, I'll play more guitar for y'all in the future. If you'd like, I hope you do. I appreciate you joining me this week. Next week will be a lesson, a pre-recorded lesson from the soon-to-be-released Love Song Packet. It's going to be available for free, so please sign my mailing list, and I will be announcing that as well through my Patreon community. So thank you so much for joining me. And a whistle, yeah. We've got some questions. Whistling, wonderful. Cheryl is sharing, the Piano Man was the first song learned on harmonica. Used to play with your dad. How cool. That's great. Someone's asking about metronome. Let me go back. Boy, the chat's flying by. How would I add a metronome to it? Well, Brad, I would open up my trusty metronome, and I would tap out the rhythm. I like this app called Tempo, and it allows you to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's calculating the speed of the beat, and then I would set this to 6/8 time. The camera is doing something wonky with the exposure, but there it is. And now, sing us a song, you're the piano man. And the way you would work with a metronome is two ways. One, it's keeping a steady tempo for you, but you can see that those strong beats, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, that's where your bass line is. That's where the strong strum is. The strong strum meaning the thumb that's plucking that grounding bass line. Okay, great stuff. Hey, if you love Billy Joel, I probably should have said this at the top, but please leave something in the comments, and we will take requests. Maybe someday we can have a whole hour of just Billy Joel tunes. He's one of my favorites. I have many favorites, but he's definitely one of them. Thank you, Gianni, for being here. Appreciate Barbara. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate you joining. So let's release our ukuleles. For those of you who would like to join me for a brief mindfulness meditation, stick around. You can, of course, watch this video again to pick up the strums and to jam the song with me again. Right now, I wanted to invite you to sit with your feet on the floor, but first Lauren is asking a question about frets, and I want to answer it. The chords I'm playing in the... Oh, you're very kind, everybody. Thank you so much for your kindness and your support. Lauren, what I'm doing is something that's a bit advanced, but it's not impossible. I'm just going to show it once, and then you can pick up on this by watching it a second time. When we get to any extended G7 chord in this song, na-da, diddy-da, da-da. So there are 2 bars of G. One is G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What I've done is I've created a little chord melody texture by going, which is essentially playing this melody. And so the first voicing, let me do it plainly, and then I'll embellish it. First voicing is open G, 11th fret, 10th fret, 10th fret. I am, by the way, working a whole course about chord voicings. This is another G7, 7th fret with your middle finger right there. I'm going through this quickly, but if you're new to this, what you would do is you go, take your hand off, smile, relax. Relax. Now watch, middle finger slides right there. This goes there, this goes there. Look at that. That looks just like the G chord slid up to the 7th and 8th fret. Well, it's a C chord. So far we had this. One more to go. Now look, my middle finger's here. It's going to let go, go here. 5, 5, and 3, which is a form of G7. All these chord voicings get really, really confusing when you try to digest everything at once. So learn one passage like this and let this be part of your vocabulary, yeah? If I was going to embellish that... something like that. All right, hope that answers that question real quick. Da, 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 diddy, da, sing us, okay? If I was playing it slower, you can have more space. And to add more embellishments. All right. Are you happy you showed up? I hope so. I'm happy that you're here. So, friends, let's place our feet on the floor for a brief mindfulness meditation. This is something that you can practice anytime throughout the day to return home to the present moment. It's a wonderful practice to do anytime everything's just fine. Like washing the dishes with mindfulness can become an immensely pleasing thing to do. What we are doing is we are not running anymore. We are coming home. The bridge between the mind and the body is the breath, and we're going to be placing our attention on the breath just for a few moments here. It's not meant to be a struggle or an arduous task. It's actually very pleasant to stop, calm, and be with our breath again. So won't you please practice with me for a few minutes? Anything that you do with mindfulness, whether it's practicing your music, shoveling snow off the driveway, picking the kids up from school, every time we return back home to our breathing, we come home and we turn down the volume of radio station NST. That's nonstop thinking, you know? So we just do this again and again. Love and respect to Thich Nhat Hanh, who passed away 1 week ago, who taught me how to breathe and smile, and millions others around the world. A very wonderful and deep transformational teacher, passed away at the age of 95, and when you breathe, you are part of his continuation. So let's breathe and practice together. Thank you, and may this practice bring you peace. When we practice, when everything is just fine, when things are not going well, we will be able to return home again and get much relief from whatever is troubling us. The practice is very simple. Sitting upright, listen to this bell, and bring your attention to your breathing. Follow your breathing all the way in, all the way out. Just breathe naturally. Allow your attention to settle on your breath and rest. Resting your attention on your in-breath all the way in, following your out-breath all the way out. Just take a few moments to come home, following your in-breath in, following your out-breath out. Settling the mind into the heart, into this moment. Enjoy your in-breath. Enjoy your out-breath. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I feel at ease. Breathing in, my body is relaxing. Breathing out, I feel at ease in this moment. All that I need is right here, right now. Breathing in, I feel peace and life around me. Breathing out, I feel peace and the life that is within me. Breathing in, I dwell in this present moment. breathing out. I know it is a wonderful moment. Breathing in, grateful for this moment. Breathing out, thankful for this wonderful journey, this gift of life. You can begin to slowly move your fingers and your toes and slowly open your eyes, keeping your consciousness connected to your in-breath and your out-breath. Thank you for practicing with me, with each other, together as a community of people who wish to bring more love and understanding into the world. Through our actions, through music. I am grateful for you. Thank you. Love and gratitude to you all. Love and gratitude to Thich, to Thich Nhat Hanh, who is strolling in the infinite. And his continuation, his teachings are present. He is still here with each mindful breath, with each mindful step. I wish you a wonderful, peaceful day. Many happy returns to the moment. Your ukulele strings can be bells of mindfulness that, listening deeply, can take you back and tune down, and maybe even for a moment tune out radio station NST. Thinking is a wonderful tool, but not always the best master. Yeah. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here, and I look forward to joining you again for more of these monthly public live stream lessons. So glad that Al Baker is here. Love you, brother. So glad that Bob is here. And if you do, since this section is all about meditation, I recommend going to YouTube and looking up Plum Village, treasure trove of Dharma talks, of short teachings, and of course, all the ceremonies that have happened this week around Thai's passing. Happy playing, everybody. Thanks for joining me, and we'll keep in touch, okay? Make sure you sign the mailing list. I'll let you know about everything coming up soon. Free love song packet coming to you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.